everyone. Welcome to my bold and the beautiful news channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. On the present, the intense and the wonderful, Edge and Taylor split away from a hug with him telling his ex that they need to battle. She says she knows the side effects of cardiovascular breakdown. Edge tells her he can't and will not lose her. They can hear a second point of view. Once more, they embrace, battling tears. At the point when they pull separated, they discuss how Lee gave Taylor PEEP specialist numbers with Dr. Beauty Buckingham at the top. He's prepared to call and Taylor says to stop. It's an exercise in futility to affirm what she definitely knows. I'm biting the dust. BB's Edge and Taylor investigate each other's eyes as he talks and they hold each other's arms. Yet he won't quit any pretense of referencing his father was the same way. We will battle. The two of us, we will battle. Katie annoys Will good-naturedly about interning at Forrester. She maintains that Hinge should have the open door. However, he doesn't know Forrester or design is his thing. She simply frowns. He realizes she adores it, however. We'll see what occurs. Is the best he gets her. Willow comes in, and Katie acquaints her child with one of our top models. Willow teases a little and leaves, and before Katie can complete her pitch, Will, watching out towards the entryway, consents to make it happen. A brief time frame later, Kingsley, another model, strolls by and sees Will in the lobby. Noticing that he's Katie's child, she's seen pics of him in his mother's office. He slobbers over her a piece, complimented after she inquires as to whether he's a model. She wishes him karma with the entry-level position and strolls off as he gazes after her with a grin. Then at that point, another understudy appears and she inquires as to whether Will works there. She trusts he will, since she might want to get to realize him better. His smile is considerably more extensive as she strolls off. Steffi and Brooke discuss how pleasant it is for the children to have their grandmom back. Furthermore, it's decent for Steffi as well to have Taylor home. Brooke says she felt the same way about her mother as Steffi does about her own. She misses her consistently and wishes they had additional time. She was my stone. So is Taylor, Steffi says. It implies the world that she's back in Los Angeles. Brooke says thanks to Steffi for supporting Brooke's room, then gets into it about expectation for what's in store. Steffi realizes they're attempting to make it work, and she knows it not succeeding will not be for an absence of pursuing for trust. Katie comes in all of a sudden, let the women know that Will's moving schools here and she drifted the possibility of a temporary job. Steffi concedes there is one open, now that Luna's no more. In any case, Steffi looks a piece stressed when Katie says her child doesn't know style is his thing. Steffi stresses over what will occur in the event that she employs him and it doesn't end up actually working, yet Katie demands that her child will amaze everybody. She knows him. She goes out into the corridor and gets Will. He and Brooke embrace and Steffi welcomes him, hopping directly into questions. Your mother suggested you as being one of the understudies here, however you believe you're not the right fit, right? Indeed and negative, he says. The additional time he spends there, the more he understands it's where he needs to be. I want to be a Forrester understudy. Edge and Taylor appear at Elegance's office, thankful she saw them so rapidly. She's glad to set aside a few minutes for her future in-laws. They then let it be known that Taylor needs a first-rate cardiologist. She's been determined to have cardiovascular breakdown. Dr. Buckingham is astounded no subsequent tests were finished. However, Taylor says she told her primary care physicians no. She understands what's going on. The specialist says she needs to take off so they understand what they're managing. Taylor doesn't know, yet Edge pushes her to finish the tests. They're in LA with the absolute best emergency clinics on the planet. In the show's last minutes, Katie lets Will know how blissful she is in the lobby outside, that he said okay. In any case, what adjusted his perspective? Once more, Kingsley strolls by, excited to hear he landed the position. Then, at that point, Shrey's saying she trusts they can cooperate. Me as well. Katie acknowledges why he said okay. Simply make an effort not to invest all his energy with the models and save time for his mother. Inside, Brooke and Steffi discuss Will a little, then wonder where Edge is when Brooke specifies letting him know the news. I don't know. Perhaps he's with my mother. Brooke looks awkward. Over in Dr. Buckingham's office, she strolls then through the principal test she might want to run, getting into specialized notes about a cardiovascular protein test to check whether she experienced a coronary episode. Also, on the off chance that Taylor had one, they need to survey the harm. Taylor concurs. It's simply a blood test, and effortlessness goes out to get set up for the test. After she's gone, Edge inquires as to whether Taylor's all right, and she says she's simply thinking regarding her family and how she needs to accompany them all for quite a while. Edge advises her to do that. Begin with the tests and go from that point. She's a warrior and he's sorry she's needed to do this all alone. However, you're in good company any longer. I'm here. We should do this together. They embrace, both crying. Brooke thanks Steffi for supporting Brooke's bedroom, then gets into it about hope for the future. Steffi knows they're trying to make it work, and she knows that not succeeding won't be for a lack of trying for hope. Katie comes in just then, telling the ladies that Will's transferring schools here and she floated the idea of an internship. Steffi admits there is one open, now that Luna's gone. But Steffi looks a bit worried when Katie says her son isn't sure fashion is his thing. Steffi worries about what will happen if she hires him and it doesn't work out, but Katie insists that her son will surprise everyone. She knows him. She goes out into the hall and brings Will in. He and Brooke embrace and Steffi greets him, jumping right into questions. Your mom recommended you as being one of the interns here, but you think you're not the right fit, right? Yes and no, he says. The more time he spends there, the more he realizes it's where he wants to be. I want to be a Forrester intern. Ridge and Taylor show up at Grace's office, grateful she saw them so quickly. She's happy to make time for her future in-laws. They then break the news that Taylor needs a top-notch cardiologist. She's been diagnosed with heart failure. Dr. Buckingham is surprised no follow-up tests were done, but Taylor says she told her doctors no. She knows what's happening. The doctor says she wants to run tests right away so they know what they're dealing with. Taylor isn't sure, but Ridge pushes her to get the tests done. They're in LA with some of the best hospitals in the world. In the show's final moments, Katie tells Will how happy she is in the hall outside that he said yes. But what changed his mind? Kingsley walks by again, thrilled to hear he got the job, then wanders off saying she hopes they can work together. Me too. Katie realizes why he said yes, just trying not to spend all this time with the models and save time for his mom. Inside, Brooke and Steffi talk about Will a bit, then wonder where Ridge is when Brooke mentions telling him the news. I'm not sure. Maybe he's with my mom. Brooke looks uncomfortable. Over in Dr. Buckingham's office, she walks them through the first test she'd like to run, getting into technical notes about a cardiac enzyme test to see if she suffered a heart attack. And if Taylor had one, they need to assess the damage. Taylor agrees. It's just a blood test, and Grace goes out to get set up for the test. After she's gone, Ridge asks if Taylor's okay, and she says she's just thinking about her family and how she wants to be with them all for a long time. Ridge tells her to do that. Start with the tests and go from there. She's a fighter and he's sorry she's had to do this on her own, but you're not alone anymore. I'm here. Let's do this together. They hug, both crying. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.